What's up, you guys? It's Jonno! Today for my daily adventure, I'm just gonna go drive around to some very random spots that I think are super lit for a whole bunch of reasons. I end up at these spots all the time, so I'm just gonna show them to you. It's some of my favorite locations around Sacramento. They are super random, and it's actually gonna be pretty fun because they all have Pokestops and cluster spawns. So I'm really excited to show you these spots. Let's go ahead and get it started! All right, you guys, the first spot that I'm at today is Akitas Markets. It's just a random little spot off the freeway that has a cool little like hometown market kind of thing going on here, and it's also a Pokestop, and they also sell pies. So it's one of my favorite places in the world. I got yet another dragon scale, which I don't need. You guys can see the parking here. It's like basically just like a little gravel parking lot, and then we've got this amazing little kind of hometown spot here. The light is terrible over here, but you can kind of see their sign. So anyway, I'm gonna catch a couple of Pokemon here. We're gonna walk around for just a second. It's actually just a low-key lit spot where I like to come and get licorice and get pies and stuff like that. So I'm gonna hang out here and just do the little filming. I come to this spot all the time, but I've never got it on film. So I was like, well, I should get it on film, you know, like why not? You know, it's just a sweet little spot. One thing that's interesting to note is Sacramento is known as the farm to fork capital of the nation, and they have that claim to fame because of little spots like this that you can just get like everything you could possibly imagine, like fresh fruits and vegetables and homemade pies and all kinds of like little homemade candies and stuff like that. Plus they have a pumpkin patch. Check out the pumpkin patch. The good light's over here so you guys can actually see everything correctly. So yeah, actually the pumpkin patch is like really lit this year. They got some cool pumpkins in there. I might go home with one. I'm just gonna walk through the parking lot. They have another large parking area over here that nobody ever uses because the other one's never full. And then they've got a bunch of fresh fruits and vegetables over there. This is one of my favorite local spots. The cluster spawn is actually not huge here. There was 2 Pokemon when I got here. Now there's none. Should we throw a lure down? All right, you guys. Well, I just want to do a quick clip here because it is just one of these cool little spots that you would never ever know about, but I know about it, and I come here actually pretty often. So I was like, you know what, I should let the people know. Did you guys notice I spun the Halo stop though? I haven't been here since the update came out, so that's why I was like, I gotta get this on film since I don't come here that often, but I do come here about 3 or 4 times a year. All right, you guys, we'll be back with another interesting destination. I think we're gonna go to Davis today and walk around, so we may get some art on here, so that's gonna be really lit. We'll be right back. All right, you guys, so we are in Davis now, Davis, California. Of course, we got an almost evolution chain spawn over here. We got Pidgey and Pidgeotto. Where's that Pidgey at when you need him? If you guys are really old school on my channel, you'll actually remember that I have gotten a Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot chain spawn. It was one of my very early chain spawn videos. It was like one of my first chain spawn videos where I ever got a full 3 of the whole 3 chain. I was like so lit when it happened. It was a live stream. Anyway, if you guys want to see more of those videos, I have a whole playlist called Full Evolution Chain Spawns, and it is videos just like that. So we are at this museum. I forget the name. That's Morris Fountain. What is the name of this museum? Anyway, it's here in Davis, UC Davis Welcome Center. Neither of these is the museum that we're at, but I'm gonna figure out the name of it. It's up on the front wall. There's basically a bunch of art here and a bunch of like I don't even know. I forget what this museum is. I think it's a modern art museum, right? Something like that. So yeah, we're just gonna go inside. I'm gonna catch a couple of Pokemon because there's not really that many here. You'd think there would be more Pokestops, but it's one of the few places on UC Davis campus that does not have that many Pokestops, strangely. But yeah, we're just gonna go walk around. I'll show you guys some artwork, and we're gonna keep it classy on today's episode. We're going to the museum, you guys. It's lit. The museum is right here, and there's literally not a single Pokestop for it, weirdly. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go inside. It's gonna be really quiet inside there. I might catch a couple of Pokemon, and yeah, we'll see what happens next. All right, you guys, so we did the museum. I literally never had so many people follow me around the museum. They thought it was so weird that I was filming. I was like, you guys, it's just not that strange that I'm filming. Plus, I even asked permission to film before I went in there, and they still followed me around the whole time. So that was kind of awkward, but whatever. There's a gym over here, and there's also a couple of Halo Pokestops, and there's this crazy waterfall. You guys, look at this. I actually just came over here to show the art installation. I cannot believe this thing. Davis is just so cool, you guys. I don't even know if you can hear me because it's so loud. But anyway, Davis is lit. Davis is mega lit. Of course, we have like a whole bunch of, what do you call it? Like a gym and Pokestops and cluster spawn over here. So I just thought I would like walk over here and do a quick little clip to kind of keep the video going, because I'm like, man, that there was like nothing happening inside of the museum. The museum was totally dead. No Pokestop, no spawns, but right across the street, I'm literally across the street from it right now, and there's like a cluster spawn that's huge. So I was just walking around here for 2 seconds. We are gonna go to a low-key lit spot that I've told you guys about before, the Yolo fruit stand. So that's our next destination. I'm gonna catch a couple of these Pokemon, and we're gonna come right back and I'll show you the Yolo fruit stand. If you guys remember that from my previous episode, shout out to you. If not, then you're about to see it for the first time. So we'll go do that right now. Alright, you guys, so as promised, I am now at the Yolo fruit stand. I just got here and there was a cluster spawn that was absolutely huge, and then they all disappeared. Let's watch them spawn again in a second, I guess. We'll wait for that. In the meantime, I'm going to lure this spot up just to let everybody in the world know I'm here. I love the lures, you guys. They're so much fun. You put it on there and people are like, whoa, Jonno's here. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and get that lure down. There's that cluster spawn. Nice. So we're gonna catch all these guys. There's like nothing here basically, but you know, it is a sweet cluster. It's better than like nothing at all. I mean, they're all commons right now, but you could get a Snorlax, you could get all kinds of interesting stuff here, and of course wherever you get a cluster, you're likely to get rare spawns. So we could get, you know, like an Unknown or a Tyranitar or a Snorlax here or something like that. It could happen. I'm just saying, it could happen. Not that it's so likely, but it could. The more clusters you have, the more likely you are to get rares. All right. I'm going to sit here and catch these guys, and I might do a little bit of B-roll footage here at the Yolo fruit stand, but basically we are pretty much done with this episode. There's not really that much else going on for the day. We did kind of like a little, what do you call it, you know, just like our, you know, like we go and buy groceries at the little fruit stands because it's like farm to fork capital here in Sacramento. So we go and get our groceries at these little fruit stands and just try to pick up whatever's fresh and in season. So that's always lit. And plus they have specialty products like the tamales and like the special candies that you know that I love. So that's always fun. And plus, you know, I love to go anywhere that has a cluster spawn. So wifey was like, hey, you want to go to Yolo fruit stand? And I was like, you know it, cluster spawn. Not that there's anything good here, but still, organic gameplay. It's like it's all about getting those cluster spawns. Anyway, you guys, I don't know what else to talk about, so I mean, what I'll probably do is just wrap up this episode so it's not too crazy long. As you can see, I'm here catching the cluster, and I may have like maybe one more bonus clip after this, but probably not. So I think that is going to be it from me. Thank you to all of my super amazing subscribers. Thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Drop a like and subscribe, especially if it's your first time on my channel. And peace!